Hello Internet, I am the Hero of Julios once again with another Dungeons & Dragons video. In honor of yesterday, which was Thanksgiving, I thought of trying to do something food related for D&D, but then my brother came up with an idea of talking about the Hero's Feast. As a result, I decided to come up with this idea for a super quick, bare minimum build to make a character who specializes in feeding a whole bunch of people. What you'll need is 11 levels in Cleric, specifically a Forge Cleric because we'll need access to a certain spell. We also need 1 level in Wizard and 1 level in Druid. But you can get away with taking the Magic Initiate feat if you don't want the character to be level 13 and instead want it to be level 12, taking that Magic Initiate in Druid. The reason we want so many levels in Cleric is so that we have access to the Create Food and Water and the Create and Destroy Water spells. These spells will allow us to create tons of water to give plenty of beverages to our guests, even if it's just water. Also, creating food will allow us to feed a lot more people than we are able to normally, because we'll be able to create just a ton of food in general. Now, the food is bland and tasteless, but if you have another wizard in the party, or you decide one of your wizard cantrips is prestidigitation, you'll be able to flavor the food however you want, allowing everyone in the feast to have whatever their taste preference is. Mostly, turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, marshmallows on top of the canned yams stuff that people have sometimes. It's really good. You should try it sometime. But the other spells that we want around the kitchen is mostly the Control Flames and Create Bonfire cantrips, which can be accessed as wizard spells. The wizard cantrips will allow us to create a bonfire, and Control Flames will allow us to move and manipulate the fire however we need as we're cooking under multiple surfaces. If you took the Forge Cleric, like I told you to, you'll have access to the Heat Metal spell. So, if for some reason something keeps putting out your fire, you'll at least be able to take one pan and heat it immensely, allowing you to cook whatever you need on top. Or, if you make a metal box, you could stick a turkey inside and then heat metal to warm the contents inside. Obviously, this is a little flavored, and you'll need a DM who's a bit more generous and doesn't use rules exactly as they're written, otherwise you're going to have a very burnt turkey. However, the heat metal spell is a very fun and creative spell used in ways like this. If you have a character or a player or someone who has a very specific dietary need, for example being a vegan, you can always go with Goodberry. If a person doesn't want to participate in the main feast you've created, you can hand them a Goodberry and it'll be enough to feed them for the entire day. This is useful if you either go with 1 level in Druid or your Magic Initiate feat, you can take your first level spell as the Goodberry spell for Druids. Finally, if all else fails and you just want to create a magnificent feast for you and your immediate friends, you can always cast the 6th level spell Hero's Feast, which grants things like immunity to poison, bonus hit points, the ability to, I believe, you gain resistance to fear or some other kind of problem. But whatever, the point is, you have created a character who is able to feed many, many people. Now, the nice little bow on top of this, if you want this character to feel more masterful of his craft, you could also take the Chef feat. Because we are at least level 4 and 8, we can take 2 feats at most as a cleric, allowing us to take both of the feats I've mentioned in this video. Thanksgiving is a time to bring your friends and families together, and what better family than the people who sit at a table and kill a bunch of monsters in an imaginary world together. So, from IDK Productions to you at home watching this, and for those of you who are not watching this on Thanksgiving or anywhere near Thanksgiving, like the people watching this in July, hi. But thank you for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video. This is the Hero of Julios, Xing out.